oil barrels delivery to the airport hangars in Zherbai Quarries. Hello there everybody and welcome to Opafed Gaming and another episode of SnowRunner. I am the Opafed. We are driving in our trusty Kenworth 963 and we're in a fuel for aircraft task. In that task we got to deliver to the airport hangars 3 pallets of oil barrels. Now this is a fairly simple task, but I wanted to show it to you because not all the tasks or jobs in SnowRunner are difficult. Some of them are fun, some of them are easy, and I tell you, it's a really nice break driving here in the Zherbai Quarries, which is part of the Almaty region, where there is no snow. I spent a lot of time in Amur lately, and I've been in the Almaty region at the Zherbai Quarries for a little while, not too long. I've done a few jobs, but it's nice to be out of the snow. And I love driving my Kenworth, nice 3-slot cargo bed on the back, and he's got lots of power, but he's got no chain, so he is limited when there's a lot of snow on the ground. But here he's pretty well a freewheeling spirit, and he just does just about any job that you can throw at him. Now we do rotate through the different trucks in our fleet and we keep adding new ones, and we've got a couple of new ones coming up shortly. So I hope you'll stick around for that with the new videos coming out. However, at the moment we're in our Kenworth and we got to pick up these oil barrels just south of the garage at the gas station just down the road here. Now, one of the cons with the Kenworth 963 being a 3-slot cargo bed in the back and being such a long truck is we're able to carry the crane at the same time, which of course I like, but it makes for a pretty long frame. And when you got a frame that long, a truck that big, it gets a little tough getting in and out of tight places, as you're soon going to find out here. Not a real problem, but this is not a real problem spot, but there's been some where you couldn't get through with the Kenworth because he's too big. So seeing this over here, first we got to load up the oil barrels, and then when we drive away you can understand how some places might be a little bit tight for the Kenworth and you might want to use a truck that's a little bit shorter. But in this instance, not a big deal. We just back it up a little bit and away we go again. There we go. So not really a problem, but it is a con with certain jobs. But this happens to be a real nice, easy job. It's a couple of little detours, nothing too major. You know, little muddy areas, stuff like that. But it's nothing really big. It's just basically a Sunday afternoon delivery for me, the Opafed, you know, and we kind of like that. It's kind of nice. Now we come up to this deserted town, ghost town, or whatever you want to call it, and you got to come in and make a little detour, because if we would have gone straight there was a big hole in the road. Of course you can't get through there, so we got to go around, and that's okay. The roads are a little bit narrow for a truck as big as the Kenworth, but we make do. We just go over some of the grass and we're not too worried about it. And like I said, little mud pits like this one up ahead, it doesn't even register on the radar for the Kenworth. Now we got to go left around the corner here, and just up ahead we're going to turn right up the road, and we got to go. Now we're almost at the far left hand side of the map, and by turning right here we're going to be heading north. We're about I'd say about 3/4 of the way down the map, and we're going to just ride up along the left hand side of the map until we get to the airport hangar, and then we deliver the oil barrels there. Now we have to of course put up with anything that happens along the way, but like I said, not really an issue. Absolutely gorgeous game. I mean, look at the graphics, they're fantastic with the mountains in the background. Beautiful terrain. Every once in a while it's just nice to be driving in a relatively problem-free area. Another little mud pit, but there again, like I said, not really a problem. And we're getting pretty close. Pretty soon we should be seeing that little yellow triangle with the black down pointing arrow. to say that we're close enough, that we're almost there. Now, just up ahead here, no, sorry, that's a little bit further. Just up ahead here is a landslide area that in a few days we're going to have to, lost a little bit of control. I don't know what happened there. We're in that landslide area, we're going to have to deliver some cargo, so that'll be coming up in a couple of days. Now, we had a rock slide here and we can't continue on the road, so we just go a little off-roading for about 20 yards. Not really a big deal. A little bit of water with some boulders. And with a truck like the Kenworth, with some of the biggest tires in the game, those rocks and boulders really aren't a problem for him. He just kind of claws over top of them and he keeps going. Not an issue. But up ahead there, where the road goes up the hill, that's where the landslide is, and we're gonna, I can't remember what we're gonna be delivering there, but we gotta make a delivery up to there too. Now, as you can see, the black arrow and the yellow diamond has come on the screen, so it means we gotta be getting close to the airport hangar already. Not a real long journey, and like I said, not really a journey with a lot of problems, other than maybe the zoom of my camera view. Every once in a while it pushes in, but I think I had a little bit of trouble with my controller, but now with the next video it will be fixed, so hopefully you will bear with me on that. Right up here on the right hand side, that's where the rock landslide cargo is going to have to be delivered, but that's for a different journey. Now, as we coming up around the corner here, there's one little detour on the right hand side here, because there's, once again, we got a lot of broken roads on this map, you know, where they're washed out or something. I don't know what's gone through this map, but we got quite a few of these, so we have to every once in a while go off the road and show you that we can make it through there, that the sun is, I think, slowly going down. We better get moving before it gets too dark here. Now, just up the road here, we got to make another little detour, and I wasn't quite sure if I would remember where it was, so I put my Con Marshal, another one of my scouts, right up there to show that you got to go off the road here to the right. I don't know why I did that, because obviously you can't go straight forward because of all the rocks there. I don't think I really needed to have a car pointing the way for me, but that's what I did. I think I must have been out here just checking it out and then decided to just leave it there. Now once we get through this here little bypass area, there again, you got to kind of, you know, try and find your best way because of the boulders and rocks that are on there. But don't go through here with a car with small tires, I'll tell you, because you're going to get stuck on those big rocks. And a little bit of mud. Kenworth lives for this. This is the kind of terrain that he shines in. And as we come up the road here, we can see the airport hangar facility just up ahead. And that was about all there was to it. You know, pretty simple delivery on a nice quiet afternoon. And we're going to have another successful delivery. But that just goes to show you that SnowRunner isn't just all about difficult tasks. Sometimes it's about easy tasks and having more fun quicker rather than having to wait until you've got a big job done. And yeah, like that, and I really enjoyed it. And I hope you found some use, or if you didn't, that you just enjoyed the video. Always glad to have you along. Hope to see you back at Openfed Gaming again real soon. Until then, you've been delivering oil barrels in a Kenworth 963 with me, the Openfed.